Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy, and welcome to Mistralton City! Big shots! We're at the place of our 6th gym battle! Mistralton City used to be a desolate patch of land. The place was built through the cooperation of people and Pokemon, much like everything else in this world. Do you know the big street called Amethyst? There are a lot of unique shops there. It's so cool, I concur. Such a cool place to be. You should spend your entire life savings there. Trust me, very good idea. This is how insider trading and tips get started. I'm very fussy about Pokemon moves. I'm extra fussy about technical machines. Yes, TMs? How many TMs have you collected so far? You have 27 TMs. Oh, I've never seen some of these before. Wow, I didn't know such TMs existed. I can tell you've selected each one with so much care. Thank you, I was thrilled to see them. As a resort, please accept this HPF as a gift. My speech went a little sour there when I saw what we were getting. There must be a lot more TMs. If you collect even more of them, I'll give you another fantastic gift. She has rewards at many different TM related milestones, and you might actually qualify for multiple of them already, so just leave and come back. You have 27 TMs. Oh, I've never seen some of these before. Taking advantage of short-term memory loss in other people? Scam of the century? Okay, we'll take this, another HP up. I'm sure some people cringe at the fact that I always use my vitamins and don't sell them. I know everyone's got their own different play styles, but come on, you've seen how much money I got. We'll give that to Aiden. Got 2 HP instead of just the usual 1, and we'll do another on Aiden. What do you say living with this? Trading sweethearts you receive through Feeling Check is one way to get heart scales. If you show a Pokemon to a lady in Driftvale City, you can get heart scales too. Watch the Celebrity Channel. Welcome to Pokemon Idol. Oh, we're gonna hear Clay sing, aren't we? Today we have a special guest whose song's rocketing up the charts. Please welcome Nancy. Here I go, everyone. Now Nancy is gonna sing a song for us. Cross Transfer Love. They keep cutting these people off because they're so lousy. It's just like real American Idol, I guess. Garbage can treasure, iron! Dude, these people are living in the lap of luxury. They're just throwing away vitamins like they're nothing or handing them out to random strangers all just because they have a good TM collection. I did not need to use that. Just getting really hyped up. Oh. Hi! We're finally getting to meet the professor. Hi there, Blaze. It's nice to finally be able to talk to you in person. This might be the longest this has ever taken to happen. I'm Professor Juniper. You accepted the Pokedex and came all the way out here with your partners. Here, I'll evaluate your progress for you. So Blaze, you've seen 112 Pokemon up to this point. I see, thank you. This is a token of my gratitude. A Master Ball? Not gonna have a good use for that for a long time, but I'll take it. This Master Ball is the most powerful kind of Pokeball. It can catch any Pokemon without fail. You should use it on a Pokemon you want to add to your team but is hard to catch, like a Fearow or a Tentacruel. Journeys are about meeting Pokemon. Don't let a chance to get away. Still, I'm amazed how much Pokemon distribution changes in 2 years. That means my research will never end. Still, you could say that's what makes it fun. Professor Juniper! Why if it isn't Skyla? This is Skyla. She's Mistralton City's gym leader. Why are you surprised, Professor? You did ask for a lift in my plane to cross Twist Mountain since you can't reach Opelucid City by foot. Haha, you're right, but I have a quick favor to ask first. I want to look at Celestial Tower. Do you mind waiting till I'm through? See ya, Blaze. Be sure to always get along with all kinds of Pokemon. Honestly, I can't tell if she's just laid back or if she's not paying attention to anything outside her head. I think it's a little bit of both, really. The apple sure doesn't fall far from the tree. Takes a special kind of person to be a scientist. What's next? Are you coming to the gym to challenge me? Or are you gonna follow the professor to Celestial Tower and do some training? As long as I get to battle with a strong trainer, I'm fine either way. More of the non-linearity. We have a whole optional dungeon we could go explore. We could go fight the gym leader right now. We could do it in any order that we want. I think we eventually have to do both. Professor Juniper's challenge right there is, I think, the first example of them faking a challenge. You cannot possibly fail to impress her right there. A practice that would get a lot more common in the sequel to this game. The wind blows really hard in Skyla's gym. Why do we make vegetable gardens around the runway, you ask? That's so we can send freshly picked vegetables as fast as possible. Gotta have some efficiency to your city design. Team Plasma went after a certain Pokemon like Purloin. Many people had their Pokemon stolen. That's just unforgivable. I've learned recently that in the manga adaptation of Black 2 and White 2, you see Typhoon's sister named on the manifest of Pokemon that Team Plasma has stolen, and his official name is Hugh in the manga, by the way. And she's just called his sister. That's it. It just says Hugh's sister. That's all it says. They gave whoever the hell Bart is a name on this same panel, but not her. I don't get why they refuse to give this one person a name. Sweets, lovely sweethearts, check the feelings between two people. If you are a great match, you can get sweet on sweethearts, melting sweet sweethearts. If you bring a lot of sweethearts, I will trade you for something happy. She normally wants to trade 10 sweethearts for whatever this is. We heard it was art scale. Don't need to be coy about it. But what if we were here on February 14th? Luckily for us, everything up to this point in the Let's Play was filmed 4 months before it actually was going to premiere, so I could come here and talk to her on the right day. I just did what Daddy Nintendo didn't want me to do. On February, yeah, she's in a special mood today. Will you trade me 5 sweethearts for a heart scale? Normally it's 10, half price. This only happens on February 14th, and bizarrely, March 14th. Not sure why that is. Maybe it's White's Day in Japan, has a similar purpose, and I know that that's around that time of year, but I don't know. Sweets, lovely sweethearts, you don't want to give me anything because I couldn't afford 10. If you don't know a lot about the structure of planes, how can you maintain them? Pokemon battling is the same. The more you know about Pokemon, the more you can win. Welcome to the City of the Skies, Mistralton City. Here's a souvenir for you. Got a sharp beak to raise the power of flying type moves, filling out our collection of those types of items. Hello, this is Mistralton Cargo Service. Deliver a lot of cargo quickly. We can also carry passengers now, but that's up to the gym leader. They used to not be a passenger airport, so it's done some growing. When you use the move Fly, you can return to a Pokemon Center you've already visited, or a shopping mall that you own, that too. Ooh, is that it? Shiny! The Ace Pilot Medal! Brimming with adventure, shimmering like the sky! The Ace Pilot Medal! So cool, thank you for letting me see it. I'm always happy to meet someone who's enthusiastic about medals as I am. The world needs more losers like us. Hey, do you have any flying or psychic type Pokemon with you? I got one that's both at the same time. Now, why'd you go for the Braviary, you weirdo? Would you help me get some luggage that's too high for me to reach? Fine. He just wanted the power of America on his side. We get some net balls for that. Having a Pokemon with you can be a big help sometimes. I can just picture Braviary looking all proud and just sliding into frame in front of Sigilif who's ready to do it. Especially with Sigilif just being the eager to fight type, I can see that very strongly. Hey there, youngster. We've arranged it so Mistralton's planes are now available for passenger service. It's not like everyone's Pokemon can use Fly. Not everyone's so naturally lucky as I am. Planes need a runway to fly, but Pokemon don't need a thing. But planes can carry a lot more cargo than Pokemon can. Indeed. Is there an item around here? No, nothing. This is the Mistralton City Pokemon Gym here. It will be a little bit before we go there. The High Flying Girl is her title. That's Skyla. She even surpassed her grandpa, who was a legendary pilot. But we got something. We got something nice, a flying gem. It's solidified fuel that fell out of an airplane. I dream about a wonderful city somewhere that is overflowing with berries. Big harvest of berries is added to the Interlink. My Pokemon's favorite berry is the Lepa Berry. It restores PP. Isn't it a useful berry? Fly is an amazing move. Even a teeny weeny Pokemon can carry a person easily. This is a little bit weird. So the pilot here and the youngster here, I think it is. I've read trivia saying that based on version they have their dialogue switched, but this isn't the case. I couldn't find anything on this when playing this or even the first game to check for it. I'm not a one to talk when it comes to being an adult speaking in childlike wonder, but I'm just saying it does seem a little bit weird. TM58 Skydrop is a rather listen, Skydrop, we need to have a talk. The user hurls the target into the air, then drops it on the second turn. The target cannot attack while in the air. It's basically Fly, but makes it so that 2 targets can't attack instead of just 1. It would not be an exaggeration of any sort to say that Skydrop is an incredibly problematic move. The Skydrop glitch... Well, gee, Kirby, I didn't tell you couldn't use it. Do whatever you want, man. Skydrop has a glitch that was in black and white, and it was not fixed for the sequel. Likely because if you did that, it could cause a desync in multiplayer, and it wasn't just worth eating the backwards compatibility with the first game to fix one move. In doubles and triples, use gravity while a Pokemon just had Skydrop used on it and is in the air. Gravity will pull down the user of Skydrop, but fail to bring down the target. The targeted Pokemon now may not attack or be damaged in any way whatsoever. The only way to return things to normal is to have one of the few moves that can hit Pokemon in the air and hit it. These moves are Gust, Thunder, Twister, Sky Uppercut, Hurricane, and Smackdown. If none of these moves are used, that Pokemon is now invincible and it's free to just hang the battle. As such, this move was banned in official tournaments. Skydrop would go on to have another separate glitch in later games too. I'm guessing the difficulty involved with programming it is why as soon as they began retiring moves in Gen 8, this move was retired immediately and has never returned. I can't say I blame them. I'm sure it's a logistical nightmare to program how all these moves interact with each other, together with abilities and types and all these different species. It can be a lot. By walking down the middle of the runway, we get a phone call. Hello, is this Blaze? Video games for me is a good way to spend the holiday. Blaze, how do you spend your, oh, how rude of me to ask such a question of a lady. Oops, my colleague is calling me. I have to go back to work. Goodbye. I mean, I didn't mind, I was just blankly staring at the camera like I always do. Does this look like the face of Mercy? I work on a farm in Mistralton City, so I need mulch! So much mulch! You're a Pokemon trainer, right? Do you know much about hidden grottos? You can sometimes find mulch deep in inside hidden grottos. Lots of mulch! So much mulch! Mulch is great! I have much love for mulch! You have mulch, don't you? How much mulch? Will you show it to me? Listen, man. I like poop as much as the next guy, but I think you got a bit of a problem here. This man is the maniac that we have heard so much about. The smell. It's stable mulch, isn't it? I'll pay this much for that mulch. $1,000. How about it? We turn it over. This mulch has an exquisite smell. So much aroma, so much excitement. You have mulch, don't you? How much mulch? Will you show me? We can sit here and systematically sell every single bag of mulch that we have. I loved the smell of mulch when I was a kid so much. I thought it was like really refreshing and, you know, kind of moist smelling and all that. And I remember telling my parents, like, I really like the smell of mulch. And then they told me what it was and I was like, ew! So I admitted to loving the smell of poop in my life in a completely candid way, not knowing what it was. I also really like smelling gasoline a lot as a child. Maybe that explains a lot about my brain. But like I said, Joint Avenue, Hidden Grottos, they essentially dispense free money as long as you're willing to sit here and press A with this guy for as long as it takes. Okay, I cracked. I was gonna sell it all. I sold over 30 mulch and then learned I wasn't even halfway there. So we'll move on to talking about this field down here. I can get a max repel from it. They're pesticides. I get ya, I get it, I understand. If you want to eat delicious vegetables, the ones grown in the wild are the best. Sometimes they're eaten by Pokemon. I mean, we can give them to Pokemon. Helps further the circle of life, I suppose. This field of plants is rather interesting. I would personally think that the planes flying overhead so often and taking off would blow the plants right out of the ground. I'm not sure if that's an actual danger. Maybe somebody who's well-versed in aviation could help me with that. But more so because this place looks totally different in black too, where it's greenhouses instead of an open field. And inside of White 2, different plants grow in each season for a total of 5 versions of Mistralton City. About all these time-based events, I gotta vent about this. I have made virtually 0 progress on Joint Avenue or any other daily event since we made that Joint Avenue video, because every time that I go in to record, which is most days by the way, I keep having to change the clock in order to show things, and it holds everything up because you can't do clock-based events for 48 hours usually after you've changed the clock, and Joint Avenue in particular is so picky where it doesn't even let you do that taking over thing that I showed you. Yet other events don't mind, like the freaking lady with a heart scale. I didn't have to do anything for her. But it's just, I keep having to change the clock to show things, and it shows kind of a problem with the game that they make so many things based on seasons when you would normally have to wait months to view some of these things. We're gonna be ending our tour of the city on medals! What did I do? 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 Television Kid! We've now watched TV 10 times. I don't gotta keep watching it all the time. The Entra Leak. Some people say it's the source of all of the special powers in Unova. The entry and past powers, even now, they're very mysterious. You just pray to the tree. Treity, if you will, and you're able to do that. We have a technical machine department in the Pokemon Center. Hail damages all Pokemon on the field except Ice for 5 turns and can make Blizzard bypass accuracy checks. This is by far the worst weather effect, and there's a reason why this was also retired as a move once that started happening, because it always sucked. It was such a bad weather effect. Ice types are really hard Pokemon to work with, and having a team of all ice types, not that easy. There's also just not a lot of abilities that benefit from hail, and the ones that do are not distributed on many Pokemon. Sunny days. We got powering up fire type moves while weakening water type moves by half. Could be good for a team that's got a glaring weakness to that. Makes Solar Beam charge up in 1 turn, and also makes the move Morning Sun heal more HP. Rain Dance lowers the power of fire moves by half, but increases water type moves by 1.5 times. That's how much the fire moves are raised by Sunny Day also. This doesn't have too much effect on moves individually, but water is such a reliable type anyway that I feel like you shouldn't really mind all that much. Sandstorm is one of the better weather effects, I would say, probably the best. It doesn't damage rock, ground, or steel types, damages everyone else on the field every single turn. Certain abilities raise power in Sandstorm, others raise evasion, others raise speed. There's a lot of different buffs on super good Pokemon like Excadrill that take advantage of Sandstorm. Sort of an unspoken effect is rock types getting a 50% special defense increase. If you're gonna build a weather team, probably gonna be this one, or maybe that one, but not that one. Please don't. I had 27 TMs. I'm not able to get the next milestone if I do this. It does get me really close to the next milestone with that lady, and I still have a lot more selling items, so I'm just gonna go for it. Shoot. I'm gonna buy every TM here because I wanna get all the TMs I can, even though I'm not gonna friggin' use them. And it's not just because of that lady that I'm doing this. Oh no, I'm no fool. I am no fool for doing this. Ah, I didn't get a medal, no! There's medals for spending money in stores and I thought spending 200 grand would get me it. All right, well, I'm off to go be that guy's mulch dealer. Next time on Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, we move on from Mistralton City onto Route 7 and chase after Professor Juniper. See you guys then.